Kaboom, the voice of the blockchain, Satoshi's big cousin, crypto's finest, Champagne Crypto. Thanks for tuning in. In this video, I want to talk about Wise. Wise may be the start of something big. If you guys have been tuning in, you know that I'm extremely excited about this new project. It's currently still in reservation period up until the end of the year, till December 30th, and then it unlocks on the 1st, and you'll be able to trade the token on Uniswap and stake for gains and rewards. Wise, guys, I'm really excited about this, and let me speak more about it. Wise token, smartest way to earn crypto. We're currently on day 23. 27,000 ETH are locked in this smart contract. What's different about this token is that the majority of this 27,000 ETH is going to go straight into the liquidity of Uniswap, and the keys are going to be thrown away. So there's going to be a price floor for this. As compared to every other project, the majority of all the ETH that goes in for the new tokens goes to the developers. Okay? This is the opposite. This is going straight to Uniswap. So they'll be minting about 250 million up until December 30th, 250 million Wise, and then that ETH that's in this smart contract over here, that 27,000, and by the time this reservation period ends, it may be 50 or 60,000 ETH. Let's say 60,000 ETH will be paired with another 250 million Wise. So you'll be able to trade against it. Not one person can pull out all the ETH. So it's not like this token can just dump all of a sudden. There will be a price floor. Now, if everybody sold all at once, I still think that you'd be able to keep about 25%. That's like worst case scenario, considering like everyone would sell on day one, which is not going to happen. You're going to have buyers as well, stakers. So this thing is wild. I want to play a clip here from Peter. This is the dev behind Wise Token. You could check their channel out. Their contract is audited. The team is public. And he's talking a little bit more about this ownerless liquidity and the tokenomics of Wise.
Is creating a price floor. The way we create it has to do with how we are creating ownerless liquidity on Uniswap. So if you're not familiar with our launch, during our launch, we sell half our supply. And so these are the auction days right here. You can see there's about 5 million Wise available per day. There's 50 days. That's 250 million Wise available. And then every single day we auction it off. You can see it started off low. This was the lowest day right here at 500 Ethereum, and it's gone up significantly since then. So that means that all the Wise in the system, there is half of it here. And then we take that Ethereum that's being raised. Here's the key right here. So other projects take that money for themselves. We're using over 90% of that Ethereum to create the liquidity on Uniswap. We pair it with another 250 million of Wise right here, and then that completes the system right here. So we've got half the supply being sold during the 50 days that are happening right now. The other half of the supply paired with the Ethereum that people sent in to buy it. And then in the same transaction where our contract creates this liquidity pool, it also burns the Uni LP tokens, or the keys to that liquidity, in the same transaction, meaning that it can never be removed. And this is the act here that actually backs cryptocurrencies, because any other markets, the market liquidity is owned by somebody. They can remove it. They can remove the orders in the order book, so they can remove the liquidity pool on Uniswap. But what we're doing is we are locking up all that money forever. It cannot be removed, which is
Ownerless liquidity, guys. Ownerless liquidity. Do the research. Make sure you look into this, guys. I'm extremely excited about this. I think this may be big, the start of something big over here. Again, this is my personal opinion. Tread lightly. This is a speculative project. Of course, I'm not a dev, so I can't properly audit the contract, but it's my understanding that it has been audited. You can click here and read through it. That being said, I'm going to throw more ETH at this. In this video, I'm going to be throwing more ETH at this. Make sure you use a referral if you're going to get into this. All referral links give users 10% bonus ETH when reserving Wise, and 10% more shares when staking. Okay, so if you use my link, let me know. and I'll be doing my best to use your link. I see the people that use my link over here on my personal referrals tab. So what I'm doing is I'm looking for those that throw the most ETH, and I'm going to use their referral link. Like this gentleman, OXE3, OXEEC, he threw 3 ETH just a few days ago, so I'm going to be using his link. Okay, so I'll be providing his link, and I've already plugged it in. So OX3CE, whatever your name is, let me go ahead and make sure I use your link. Boom, it's there. I'm already connected, and let's reserve a day. Let's go back here to my personal dashboard. And you can see I've already thrown almost 5 ETH at this thing. I'm going to look at the days. I'm interested in reserving days that don't have a lot of ETH. So let's go over here to token reservations. We just had day 22 close out with 905 ETH. Today is a random day where 3.5 to 6.5 million Ys will be minted. There's already 528. Usually, like in the last 10 minutes, there's always a sniper or 3 that end up throwing a lot of Ether. Yesterday, it was like 600 ETH with about 5 minutes left. And then like in the last 5 minutes, almost like 200 to 300 ETH came in. So it's pretty wild. Today, there's only 528, but there's 8 hours left. So this thing could go up to, 900 ETH. I'm looking for days that are slim. The fixed days, most people seem to be investing in fixed days. So there could be a strategy with adding into random days. And then you have those extreme days like day 26, where anywhere from 1 to 9,999,000 Ys will be minted. So, you could play those days as well. There's less people going in those days. Well, that's not true. You could see actually there's a little bit more people going in that day than day 25. So those random days, it seems where more people are avoiding. So maybe I can throw it into a random days, and you could spread out over some days. And the way you do that is you can go to your personal dashboard. Let's go over here to the personal dashboard. And you can click on show breakdown. And you can go to random days. And you could select all random days and distribute ETH across all those days. So right now you can select all the days from every random day starting December 3rd, which is today, up until the ending. And the last random days on the 18th. And you can invest in all of them, reserved for all those days with a minimum of 0.351 ETH. And it'll spread it out evenly. Okay, so that's something to consider. You could do the same for all days, fixed days, random days, or extreme days. But one thing I'm really looking at is like, maybe just adding into these couple random days right now. Like day 23 and day 25 right now. There's not much. Day 25 has 400 plus ETH, and then this one has 529. Of course, it's kind of a risk, because if they mint less than 5 million, then you may not get the same rate. But you also can maybe get a better deal. So, I've already got about 5 ETH on some fixed days, some random days. So I was thinking of throwing maybe another half ETH on a couple of these random days, which may be a strategy like this, maybe number 23. Let me try this again. So let's go to fixed days, and then do maybe not fixed days, random days. Boom. And then I'll do maybe day 23, which is today, and day 25, which is the day after tomorrow. And I can throw a half ETH at it, let's say. And then it'll do a quarter ETH on each. And I should be able actually get 0.55 ETH credited, being that I'm using this gentleman's referral link that use mine. Again, guys, make sure that you use a referral link. If you use mine and you go bigger than an ETH, I'm gonna see it come up, and I'm gonna use your link before I use everybody else's link. So this gentleman just dropped 3 ETH on my link, so I'm gonna go ahead and add a half ETH on his link, and reserve these 2 random days here, day 23, which is today, and then day 25, which is the day after tomorrow, with a half an ETH. Let's go ahead and do it. Reserve Wise, confirm transaction. You can't see it for whatever reason. My OBS is not showing, but I'm going to step on the gas here. The gas fee is $7, $9 if I go fast. So let me just go ahead and do it. Step on the gas and confirm. Now, while reserving, you'll wait for the transaction to be approved. And once it's approved, you'll see confetti drop on the screen. And that will notify us that we've reserved for those selected days, which is the ones we selected, day 23 and day 25. So check this out, guys. I'm telling you, Wise, I'm extremely excited about it. Again, this is like no other I've seen before as far as locking up the liquidity and burning the LP tokens. Again, I'll leave a link to the video that I just showed you from the dev explaining that. I do think it's smart to check out that channel, Wise Staking. They stream every day. Boom, there you go. Confirm transaction. There goes the confetti. There it goes. So confirm transaction. And let's go ahead and open dashboard again and see how everything panned out. Hit refresh. I got 10 contributions now and a total 5.5 ETH. So I got 5.5 ETH on this. And let's go to the reservation days. And you can see I reserved for these random days. So day 23 today, I got 0.275 ETH. And then day 25, 0.275 ETH. That extra 10% bonus because I use this gentleman's referral link that is in that use mine. So you can see who uses your referral links. And again, I saw, if I go here to my referral, where's my referral tab? I can see my personal referrals, and I can see here that this gentleman, I can see the addresses. You could send me your link as well, but I can cross-reference in here. And just recently this address threw 3. Along with a half and more. So this guy threw about over 3. So if I'll see it come in, use my referral, and if you're going hard, I'm gonna match you at least a half an ETH. Okay, make sure you bring it to my attention and use that link as well. So I'll go ahead and leave this link to this video that talks about Wise Token's unbreakable price floor and a little bit more of its tokenomics. They're calling it the best DeFi project for 2021. I'm excited about this one. I gotta say, I'm really excited about this one. So as far as my riskier speculative moves, it's definitely being focused on Wise for now. Okay. And then I'll continue to stack bits and ETH as always. Drop a comment. Let me know what's shaking and baking. Make sure you use my referral. And if you go big, I'll see it come in. Make sure you drop a comment just to remind me. And I'll be using referral links from those that use mine. So make sure you do that. Drop a comment. It's the voice of the blockchain, Satoshi's big cousin, crypto's finest. Champagne, thank you for tuning in.